basically, um, you'll have a login so you guys can log in and manage your whole school's activities throughout this login right here.
Okay.
Simple things like managing your agendas, volunteer posts, sponsors, school assemblies, member directory, things we want, which is kind of a wish list thing, posting your news, creating a website, products and services, donations, storing documents, and the rest are just kind of other things that are more like, you can do tasks if you want to, or sell events and do tickets and so on and so forth. But I don't want to complicate with everything. I'm just going to stick with simple stuff for now. And as you get used to it, you can just keep asking me, hey, we want to put an event in here, and we'll start doing that. So, I'm going to just start with, this is basically an agenda situation here where you can, like if you guys are discussing a school assembly, you would just go in here and you would add, school assembly. And then, BMX show. And then, so if somebody's suggesting it, that's not a person that's in charge of it, let's just say Jane is, and then you're the approver, right? Jupiter, it would add that item to the list, and then people can go on here and go, oh, that's a great idea, blah, blah, blah. And it keeps on adding comments. And then it'll email the person that's in charge. So maybe and then only you can approve that to be then moved forward with. So it'll continue to kind of add the stuff on there. So if I go to like something like this, you can see it's been approved. I can't do anything with it because it's already approved. So it can't kind of get manipulated. Here, this one's pending. So there's a lot of, comments and feedback on it. So that's one of the things. How does that work?
I love that because we have a hard time communicating with like the staff and the parents when somebody wants to add something to the agenda. Yep. This would make it so much easier because they can just go right ahead, do it right here, and it's all there, and we can get everybody's input. I love that.
Okay. So so I'll just keep going and then we can kind of nit and pick everything after later. So this is the member directory, very simple. All you guys will just have a listing in the directory. You can put a picture if you want, or you can just put a fake one. Basically, internally, it's showing the email address, the phone number, the name. Externally, I'm going to show it externally as well so you can see externally what it's doing. So this is people like visit the site that are not the school. So, not members, right? So they're going to see, your name and your email address and your picture. They're not going to see your phone number and such.
Oh, I love that. That's great because then they can still get a hold of us, but not have our personal.
Right. So
love that.
And they can see it in the list view or card view. So it just keeps it simple and clean. And then simply by adding a person, you just put their name, their position, their email address, their phone number. Also, there's a thing with roles. So if you have X amount of roles to fill, it'll show what current positions are filled right here. And then, so you can only, if you're assigning people to roles, because throughout this system, you're going to be adding people, but they have a role in being responsible for that. So it assigns the roles for them. So next is volunteers. So, volunteers for opportunities. So let's say you're having a book fair, right?
And we actually are having a book fair coming up that we need volunteers for.
Well, maybe we'll get this in there right away and you can start using it. So here's the details for that. So it's say the location, how many spots are available, the person that's in charge of it, blah, blah, blah. Then right here is the people that have signed up for it. So we have all these people signed up for it. You can then send them emails, or you can have other people sign up. So they go on here and they put their name, their phone number, their email address. I agree to the terms and sign me up. And then it adds them to the list. It will send them an email saying you've been signed up. Here's the details for the event. So that's kind of, so this is the book fair. This is the food drive. This is the carnival. It shows you all a list of who's signed up and so on and so forth. So
love that. I love that.
Okay, cool. So that's adding a volunteer. Let's see. Next thing is wish list. This is really cool too. So you guys, so some parents may not want to provide money, but they would say, I'd love to go buy pencils or buy whatever you need. Show me what I need to do. So this was basically you post what you want on here to acquire, and then they can go on here and then they can go, yeah, I want to get this. So they'll send you an email. It'll pre-format you an email. Hi, Jane, I'm interested in providing this, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. And it'll send that email to you, the person that's in charge. And then you can coordinate with them through that. So
Beautiful.
I didn't get too complex on the back end for this, but it can if you feel it's necessary. Again,
Okay.
the whole reason I'm doing this for free is so I get feedback from you. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think this is kind of a dream come true for you because you're getting, a $10,000 product.
It really is. And I'm so excited about it right now.
Yeah. So, so this is basically that. So if it's been fulfilled, you just click the check box and it'll say product has been filled. So it kind of shows your public that, hey, we are getting people involved and getting things fulfilled. So you're going to see that continue to grow and grow and grow. And that's for the things we want. I call it things we want. This next thing is your documents. So a lot of schools have been saying, oh, we have so many documents we need to store and this and that. You basically just go on here, you click on this, and then you just drag your document in, boom, like that. And then it gets stored on your thing. So you're going to have it based on.
Would these documents be open to the public? So like our agendas and stuff like that, if people don't come to our PTO meetings, they don't see our agendas. So it'd be great for people to be able, like parents to be able to come in here and see the agenda, see what we did at our meetings and stuff like that.
We can certainly put it so it's front facing and rear facing. So you and I will kind of have to work through that. Like maybe you want to, when we drop the item, maybe you have a thing right here, drop down, it says public or private, right?
Oh, that would be fantastic. Yes.
So I'll change that to do that.
Okay.
Kind of help me. So maybe write this down. So illustrate maybe how you'd like to see that happen. So maybe, just kind of think about that a little bit. Like,
okay.
And I'll give you a login to this so you can have your own thing. We'll put some stuff in there today for you on your own account, and you can start playing with it right away. So, but yeah, that's right now they're organized by flyers, images, documents. You can put Word documents, an email list, a spreadsheet, a PDF, anything you want in here. It'll organize them by that in here. So I kind of didn't go crazy on making this too technical, because I really need to know what you want in there. So that's in that regards there.
Okay.
That we already did the agendas. So this case, the school assembly, you just booked the school assembly with Dennis with the BMX freestylers. You would add his information in here. So, your show is on what date? Whatever.
The 11th. Yep.
BMX freestylers. Dennis is my contact. Here's his phone number. Here's his email. This is the theme we covered with it, right? And then the details if you want and their website. So I'm finding this is nice for me as an assembly and good for you, because let's say you retire and you had this relationship with BMX freestylers, you can have notes in here, right, based on who they were. So I discussed the sponsorship, I discussed the invoice, I attached the invoice here. So Dennis's invoice is right here, what we paid last year. The attendees love the show. So it'll keep notes on each assembly, so you can say, oh, this sucked, or Dennis didn't follow through, or he did follow through, whatever. In there, you can basically keep notes. So you can go add a note and put the note here and save it. It'll timestamp it and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I love that. And especially, we actually had our PTO president who started our PTO originally. She's actually in a coma right now. So there's quite a bit of information that's been lost.
Right.
And so this right here is that's amazing to be able to do that.
Awesome. I'm glad you're excited about this, because I got a lot of money invested in it. This next thing is the sponsors. So you can basically host sponsors on your website. Okay. So let's say Bookworms Bookstore is offering, 20% off for all students at, your school. They can go in here, you can add the sponsor, then you can manage their offers in here. So if they're going to give a 20% discount, the coupon code is school20. Here's where they can do it, when it's valid from, etc. in here. So you can basically promote your sponsors on here, do coupons or whatever that with them on there. So they're off. So front facing, this is going to look like this on the front side. So they got their thing. Here's their offers right here. Redeem the offer. It's pretty self-explanatory. Their website.
Yeah, that's great.
Just trying to keep things really, really simple. So that's that. I think that's a brief. I've seen a lot of schools have sponsors and they're trying to promote them. So
Yeah, because that's not something that we're currently doing, but that is like if we could do something like that, that's fantastic.
right, it gives you the opportunity to look professional and really show them, hey, we're really going to help you. So.
Yeah.
And I can even make a tool here that you could email all the teachers and so on. So, hey, or all the students, families or whatever, here's a coupon, that kind of thing to help promote it. So that would increase your value as a thing for them. So that's that. So this is products and services here. So again, front facing on the outside world, it's going to look like this. They go and they can purchase, 2 t-shirts, go purchase it. They put all their information in here, complete the purchase, and go through that whole process. So that's awesome. So I
love that because like I said, we do have we keep a stock of shirts, but we don't sell many because nobody realizes that we have them available for purchase.
Right. So basically adding a product, how many you have, what category it's product or service, price, blah, blah, blah. It'll all go in there, very simple and easy. So you'll be able to keep stock of it in there if you try to keep that accurate.
Oh, that's great.
So with products and the next one, donations, we have to set up a Stripe account for your school.
Okay.
Because that's basically going to attach the credit card to the PTA's bank account.
Right.
I do not want to access that because of the liabilities of it, but you will create it as a PTA, and then you'll get this little link thing to put in my software that will handle that. So basically, I gotta go into here, and I think it's API keys. So basically, I'm going to put this little key that you're going to get right here in this, and then it'll just make it so easy for you to sell. You get that link. Setting that up costs nothing. I can help you set it up. I just don't want access to any kind of passwords or anything like that because I don't want any liability as you know at schools that can get really messy. But
yes.
That will go in there. Nobody has access to it besides you. And if I even had access to that, I can't buy anything or sell anything with it anyway. And if I did sell something, it goes to you anyway. So there's no conflict of interest there. So, so that's all we'll need to set that up. You could do that today and you could start getting donations and selling things instantly. So that's,
and you said it's called the Stripe account?
Stripe account. Yeah. We'll create that together. So, so that's that. Where were we at here? Boom. Next is news. So if you want to post news, local news, hey, we, got 20 kids on the honor roll kind of thing. This is basically how that's going to look. And this is basically front facing right here, what people would see. They go on here, they can read more. Pretty basic again, but clean and nice and good and effective. So that's
wonderful. Yeah.
Right. So we've got news, we've got members directory, we've got volunteers, we've got wish lists, we've got school assemblies, we've got sponsors, we've got products and services, and then we have donations here. So basically, adding donations, actually I'm on the front facing there. So donations, it's as simple as we want a donation amount of $75 and, basic, nice parent donation, whatever you want to call it, and then add it, and it's there, done. You click on that, literally right now, and I put, Dennis Langley, email address, and love, this school. Check out, shows me what I'm getting, proceed to pay. Goes, it'll send them an email transaction of what it is. They pay, and then it goes into your system. And you can see who's donated here. So the comments, how much they donated, what date they did. If it's processed and paid, it'll show paid. So I'm not going to pay myself, but as simple as it gets there. Super basic, super simple. Again, it's completely secure. Nobody's holding credit card numbers. You're not. The system's not. It's outside through Stripe, which is a major company.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. And then this one right here is events. So you can literally put your events for your school on here. So the event, you can set up tickets for it, the date, time, shows the maps, shows all your events here that are upcoming. It's a little more complex than I'm showing you right now, but basically, field day, what's the event, it is on a calendar. Here we can get tickets, so they can get a ticket right here, get their RSVP for it, then they're going to go. That'll be added to the list of people that are going right here.
Beautiful. Now, would we be able to print out almost like a spreadsheet from this for the sales? Okay, perfect.
Even better, it's got a thing in here. Let me go to the one that has it right here. I'll find one that has stuff. 1 second. It's one. One of them has all kinds of testing on right here. So this is something you don't have to print it out. If you just have your iPhone or a computer or a iPad, you'll just have this at the event right here. It'll show who signed up, right? And then you click check them in, and they're checked in. This person didn't pay, so they can either pay online there, or it'll show they paid or not paid. So
wow, that's fantastic, because we've had issues before in the past. We've done school dances, and when we sell the tickets in throughout the week or whatever, we'd have to make a spreadsheet, and then as they come in, we have to check those spreadsheets, make sure they actually purchased the tickets and they weren't copied, and this just takes that whole legwork out of it.
Right. So then right here they would go and they would purchase the ticket. Basically, I don't have all the data set up for a lot of the stuff, but this is basically how it works. So if they didn't purchase, they can click here and go purchase with their credit card right there.
Perfect.
Super cool, because I see. So the reason I have most of this stuff is I have a website building company, and this is all kind of part of that whole dynamic. So a lot of these tools are very robust because of that system. So that's that. That's basically. Oops. I want to get back to 3. So basically, that's all of those here. There are more things.
Sorry. Cooper! I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Cooper! Hey. Hold on. Cooper! Okay, Cooper. Come here. So sorry, my doorbell rang and my dogs went crazy.
No worries. Yeah, that's basically that. And then there's other things like where all the leads would come in, like the you know, whatever people opted in, different things or whatever is here. Then there's also, I use this a lot. It's a task manager. So here you can add tasks you need to do. For example, if I'm working in my software, I can do updates. I can add a task in here. So, you know, create something, and then I put the description here and when it's due. So if you guys have tasks you want to do, you can handle them right in here, right through all this whole thing. So you can even put a timestamp on it and see how long it took you. You can add files to it. I love this. I don't know how much of a value it is to a PTA. Maybe it's great, maybe it's not. I'm sure you guys do have a lot of tasks that need to get done.
We do.
Yeah. So this is, it's very, very simple. Basically, you can put in different projects. So you say, you know, this would be a project that's ongoing for the playground, right? Or this
Okay.
ongoing one for events for the year. And then you can put a subject to them. So a project may have playground, but the subject is repairing the tools or whatever, repairing something. So that's kind of how that would all work with that.
Okay.
So that's tasks there. And then the website, which we will build. I'm going to log into a different account for that. So, because so here I'm kind of building a test website here. It's going to be like a demo site. So basically, you and I will start creating content for the actual website that all this is kind of out facing. So those are the tools that'll be showcased on the website, and then the website will be built right here. So, and this is where basically the website is built. So if I go look at this live, again, this is a dummy thing here, but join today, it'll take them to go join. If you go to schedule an event, they go to the events. They go to donate, they'll take them to the donate, right? They take them to, if they want to volunteer, they'll sign up to go volunteer. So that's going to be your front-facing website where those tools will be displayed publicly.
And that's so user friendly too. It's just right there,
Super
straightforward. I love that. That's fantastic.
So I'm not going to go too crazy with designing. Like, we're not going to get super crazy with the design of the website. I just want to get a basic, simple, clean website for you. We can certainly choose different colors for this and images and stuff like that together, but we're not going to go spend $20,000 on design, right?
No, not at all. It's straightforward, simple, user friendly. That's what we need.
I appreciate that. So that's that. So I'm going to stop the recording.